So inside the box, what you will find will be the starter guide or user manual, a little bit of information about the hotspot, as well as the application to download. On the very top, find your antenna, super simple to install, just simply spin it on and twist it on. Then you will have your power source. With this one, you just want to make sure that you plug it in and the cable is long enough to really place it wherever you need. Again, somewhere high up, somewhere close to a window, something like that. And then you have your hotspot itself. Now on the back of this, you will find your power source plug. You also have the antenna as well if you want to plug it in through the LAN. And then this is just a little sticker which we'll place on in just a little bit. So again, everything that you need is inside this box. Everything is super simple to install. Just twist on the antenna. Then you head over into the Play Store, the App Store, you download the Helium application. And this is where you'd want to set up which hotspot you have. If you have the Helium hotspot or if you have the Rack Miner, which the Rack Miner is the next one that I will be getting. So it does state that you do need to have power, so let's throw on the sticker. Let's run upstairs, plug this in, and find where it would go. So I was about to go inside the kitchen, but it's the best place is going to be, at least for us, inside the dining room. I did originally place it on top of this bookshelf, but I found it to be a little bit better position inside of that window right up there. So pairing is super simple. Once you scan for your hotspot, just make sure that you do have your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi on your phone. It'll be able to find that hotspot. You pair it up, select which Wi-Fi you would like to connect it to, type in your password, and then it will set up and register your hotspot. And here you are, off to the races. So here's the Helium application, and so on the bottom you can see your account. You can take a look at all of your hotspots. You can also take a look at the entire network if you want to see how many hotspots are connected, how many consensus groups is happening, all of the challenges, the blocks, and some more details. You'd also be able to take a look at more. So this is some of the settings, the security, and you can learn more things. So we'll actually go inside of these areas here of token earnings and hotspot placement. So heading over to the account tab over here of how much I've earned and how much I've mined. Now for me, I'm basically isolated. There's not many other hotspots around me. There's quite a few in the downtown Kansas City area, but from where I live, I believe there is one other hotspot that is about 3 miles away, but this is what you'll kind of expect if you are a little more isolated. Now, if you are in a larger city, you're going to see a much larger number than this. There's going to be so many beacons and tokens and hotspots you're able to bounce off of and get proof of coverage and things like that. So you can take a look. I mean, there's one day where I only got one. This day I got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then as we kind of go up just a little bit higher, there's a lot of days where I kind of average either getting 4 or 5 rewards. Now, if there's a day where you only get one, I mean, that's not out of the ordinary. But one thing that I do love is the majority of all of my helium was earned off of this mining reward, which is joining the consensus group. So you get a random chosen group of hotspots that is a part of this consensus, and luckily I was a part of that because this is what earned me the majority of almost everything that I have. And this one was back on February 6th. It happened at about 6:05 p.m. Now, as you go through, you can just take a look. I mean, here's all of the rewards. A lot of these are going to be 0.05, 0.06. There's going to be like 0.07. Now, I don't think I got anything more than 6. I believe 6 might be the most I've gotten in a day. So I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rewards in one day. So for me, that's actually not that bad for how isolated I am. Again, I'm just going to kind of scroll through this just so you can see all of these rewards just piling on and accumulating. And once I found out about helium, I was doing some research and things like that, and basically what I was taking a look at with their price is that the price of helium back when I was first finding out about helium just a month ago is that they were about $1.14, $1.40, $1.27. They got all the way up to $5.20. So right now, because I do have 19 helium, let's say that they were trading at $5. You just basically take 19 times 5. That's what you get. They are on a little bit of a correction right now, so they're right around $3.20, but right after that they're going to shoot up, and I can easily see them going much higher than this. Now, when you head over inside of your hotspot tab on the bottom, this is just going to show you your hotspot or hotspots, and you can take a look at them on your screen, and then you also have the name of it. You can see if it is online or not. Then on the bottom over here, you can take a look at all of the rest of you know, the helium network here. So the hotspots, consensus groups, challenges. So if you want to take a look at all of the hotspots that are in your area, you just go to the screen here, and when you zoom out, there is one, but that's about, you know, 3 miles away. There's another one that's a little bit further away. I got 2 more that's sitting over here. And then if I was to go out just a little bit more, you can just see that it is starting to populous all around the Kansas City area. So there's a bunch going on over here. So if I was living over in this spot, then I know for a fact that you know, I'd be earning much more reward. So as you scroll on out here, you can just see where everything is located, and there's just so many hotspots. So this is just taking a look, you know, at the United States and Mexico and Canada. And when you go in just a little bit further, you can just see, you know, what it all looks like. So I mean, this network is growing. There is over, let's see here, 18,500. So I believe since I've gotten mine, I believe that this has grown about 600. I think it's been about 600 hotspots grown since I've received mine. So now let's take a look at what's very important. Let's take a look first off at how you place it. So mine is up in a window. It's at the highest spot. And so right here it just says hotspots love places that they can see plenty of sky and spaced at least 300 meters away from other hotspots, which is why I'm not going to have my second one in the same house. I'll be placing it over at my neighbor's house, which is about 300 meters away. Don't hide them. So hotspots shouldn't hide in nightstands or bookcases. You know, put it next to a window instead. Buildings can block the signal, so nearby buildings may decrease your hotspot coverage for nearby devices. So, you know, instead of getting, you know, 10 miles, you might get 3 miles, but then if you don't get 3 miles, you might only be able to get half a mile. And then finally, it hates the bug screen. So if you take a look at your window, and if you have that metal mesh, maybe find a different location, you know, for your helium hotspot. So most importantly, let's go inside of the token earnings. So all of this is right there inside the application if you ever need to figure out exactly how you can earn this. So there's 4 different ways of earning helium. So the first way is by issuing challenges. So encrypted messages are sent from hotspots over the internet to target areas, creating a challenge in the process. The next one is you can earn proof of coverage. So this is what I'm most excited for. I believe this is where you get kind of the majority of all of your rewards. So hotspots earn helium when they validate their peers' wireless coverage. Amount earned depends on how often it directly is involved in proof of coverage activity. So as I set up more hotspots in this area, they'll be able to be close enough that I'd be able to have this proof of coverage, and then also creating a network for the Internet of Things to connect to and send small pieces of data. So you can also earn by witnessing. So hotspots that hear proof of coverage that were not intended for them can witness those challenges and submit them to the blockchain. So if one of my other hotspots was trying to do this proof of coverage, then I can have my other hotspot within that same kind of range earn just by witnessing. They are making sure and witnessing that those challenges are being submitted over into the blockchain. And then we also have earn by transferring data. So hotspots that transfer data from long PHY devices on the network earn helium proportional to the amount sent. So basically, if you have tracking devices, if it's on a dog, if it's on a Lime scooter or motorcycle, if you have sensors in your house, motion sensors, I mean tracking device, I mean there's so many different things that are connected with Internet of Things these days that if there's a little bit of data being sent between all of those to the hotspot, so then this way you can also earn helium that way. And then the last way is going to be through the consensus group. So I guess there's technically, I guess you can say 5 ways. So you can earn by issuing challenges, earn with proof of coverage, earn with witnessing, earn with transferring data, then earn with consensus group. Now this one, you just have to be randomly chosen to be a part of it. So hotspots are randomly selected to a consensus group, which forms transactions into blocks and adds them to the blockchain. Hotspots earn helium when participating in consensus. So that right there was how I earned the majority, the bulk of all of my heliums that I've earned. And it's because, you know, I'm just sitting here all isolated, pretty much all by myself. I'm not in a larger city, I'm not downtown. So this way I'm not, you know, bouncing off of those other hotspots. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I wanted to unbox this thing, set it up, show you how it works, how you can earn and start mining helium. I mean, I am a backer. I have purchased helium, and so I am going to keep on purchasing more helium because I am a believer in the company, and also as a tech tech guy. I believe in the decentralized infrastructure of wireless, and so Internet of Things is just right up my alley. So if you guys are interested, again, click the link below the video inside the description. I do know that there's a little bit of delays just because of the high demand of these hotspot miners, and also too, I'll be reviewing and taking a look at another one that's made by Bobcat here in the near future, but this one is the Cal chip Wi-Fi hotspot and rack miner that you guys can take a look at. But here's all of my rewards. It's going to slowly keep on gaining and earning, and the cool thing is that either I can send this helium and I can also receive helium as well just through this application.